And now to the big results day coverage from Hyderabad. Votes for the bitterly fought Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation polls is underway and it's reaching its end. The TRS, as we can tell you, and these are not final numbers, but these are leads, is leading in 59 seats at the moment, while the Asaduddin Owaisi AIMIM is in the second spot, leading in 27. BJP candidates are leading in 26 seats. So far, results for 2 seats are out. Rajkumar Patel of the TRS has won in Yusufgura division, while the AIMIM's Mohammad Majid Hussain has won from Mehdipatnam ward. The BJP, however, is very excited with the trends. Several BJP leaders have already put out tweets hailing the party's performance when the Saffron Party was leading in the postal ballot count. Union Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said that early trends indicate a change, while BJP General Secretary BL Santosh congratulated the party cadre, saying, "Well done, Bhagyanagar," which is what the BJP hopes to change the name of Hyderabad to. Khushbu Sundar also in her tweet said that early trends show what the people of Telangana want.
TRS party workers are celebrating that the trends are in their favor. Just now they did a milk abhishekam to both KCR and KTR. As you can see, the party workers are carrying out milk abhishekam on KTR, the working president of TRS party, as well as KCR, the chief minister, and also the supremo of TRS party. They are saying that the trends are in their favor. Post-lunch, that they would be having a clear majority and it would be a TRS candidate who would form the TRS candidate who would be the mayor of Hyderabad. And they're saying that no matter what, how high the decibel of the BJP campaign was, but still it is the TRS party which will win this election. GHMC, the much anticipated GHMC party, is what the TRS party workers are saying, that in few moments the results will be clear. It is what they are saying, and that post that most likely there might be cabinet minister and chief minister also coming to the TRS Bhavan to congratulate the party workers. But still, as we speak, the trend is still not clear in whose favor, but early celebrations at Telangana Bhavan here in Hyderabad. Nagarjun Dwarkanath for India Today.
And let's find out what's happening at the BJP office as well. Ashutosh Mishra is standing by. Ashutosh, what's happening on the ground at the BJP office?
So Shiv, you have seen TRS has already started celebration, but even the BJP has prepared for a celebration. Doesn't matter how noisy the election campaign was, and doesn't matter how high decibel it had. Though the voting pattern and the voting day was quite disappointing and the people did not come out to vote. But the number of people that have voted, indeed, that was seen first reflected in the postal ballot. But at once the ballots started counting, that was a little disappointment for the BJP. But even the party which ended up at 4 seats in 2016, even if crosses 20, 25, 30, that's gonna give really a good breather for them. Remember how the central leadership this election is quite different than how the state leadership see this election. So just let's go to the BJP workers, leaders who are joining me in this broadcast now. The BJP once talked about we will have our mayor in Hyderabad. Here it seems that you are going to finish somewhere between 20-25.
No, maybe around 40, but even 25, 30, whatever it is, vote share has gone up, and we look forward to 2023.
Celebration होगा सर, TRS में मिल्क अभिषेकम हो रहा है, यहाँ होगा celebration?
बहुत धूम मचेगा, सेलिब्रेशन होगा, ये खुशी का पर्व है.
इतने सारे इश्यूज आपने उतार दिए, बड़े-बड़े लीडर्स उतार दिए, नेशनल इश्यूज लेके आ गए. Why it is not reflecting in the number?
नहीं होगा, ये शुरुआत है. ये आगे आपको 2023 में इसका इम्पैक्ट आएगा पूरा.
So it's a curtain raiser for 2023. What are the preparations now for celebration?
100% हमारे 50 से ज्यादा सीट आएंगे और 2023 में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की यहाँ पर सरकार होगी. ये सभी को पता है. केवल यहाँ एक झांकी है, अभी काशी मथुरा बाकी है.
But you never said during the campaign कि हम assembly election 2023 के लिए लड़ रहे. You said we'll have our mayor in Hyderabad.
साहब ये तो बोलो ना, ये तो केवल झांकी है. अभी हमारे देखो, हम यहाँ पर वार्ड का इलेक्शन हो, हम यहाँ पर पूरे परिवार के जैसा लड़ते. यहाँ पर हो सकता है सेंट्रल मिनिस्टर आ सकते हैं यहाँ पर, क्यों नहीं आ सकते? हमारे लीडर है वो, हमारे लीडर कौन आएंगे? अब टीआरएस वाले क्या उनके मुख्यमंत्री को यूज नहीं करेगा? उनका मीटिंग करेगा, हम भी हमारी जगह
सेलिब्रेशन होगा. अभी
बराबर सेलिब्रेशन होगा, पूरा यहाँ रेडी हो गया है. एक 10-15 मिनट में अपना सेलिब्रेशन स्टार्ट होगा.
So you will see a celebration moment soon here at BJP headquarters in Hyderabad as well, Shiv.
Okay, I want to bring in senior journalist T.S. Sudhir, political analyst Kalyani Shankar as well on this, because this is a developing story. Kalyani ma'am, what is your reading of the situation as far as the TRS is concerned? I want to focus on them just a little bit because they've been celebrating right from the start. What do you think the big message is for the TRS? What kind of introspection will they have to do? Because no matter which way this actually goes, there will be big takeaways for them.
Well, they will have to pull up their socks and then see what should be done for the 2023. And TRS chief Chandrasekhar Rao knows that this is one of the foundation for the BJP for the 2023. You see, the way the BJP workers are talking just now, you could make out, and it doesn't matter. Earlier they talked of mayor. Now they say it doesn't matter. 2025 also, it's good for us to go for the 2023 elections. So in a way, it is a challenge to the TRS that BJP is improving and it's coming up as a main challenger. So they will have to pull up their socks and see what should be done. There is enough time anyway. There is enough time so they can do it in the next 2 years or 3 years. In the meantime, TRS is, Chandrasekhar Rao is a populist chief minister. So they may come up with more populist schemes and try to spend more money on, subsidies and things like that. So we will have to see how the party will be pulled up and how the party can be strengthened. That's what the TRS has to do now. Whatever you say, it cannot be 99 again. It looks as if it will be much less than that. So to that extent, they will have to see, how to improve the position now.
They will have to improve their position now. Sudhir, before I come to you, here's what TRS leader and daughter of the Chief Minister, K. Kavita, had to say to Rahul Kanwal just a short while ago.
What did you make of the challenge the Bharatiya Janata Party threw at the TRS? Ever since the Congress started disintegrating after a new state was created in Telangana, the TRS really didn't have a challenger. In Hyderabad, you were challenged to some extent in the old Hyderabad area by the AIMIM. For the rest of the state, you had a free run. You won 99 out of the 150 divisions in the last municipal elections. Now, you've got a challenger. Whether it happens now or in 2023 when the next assembly elections could happen, you've got a challenger on your heels.
Well, I would not say that, within few hours we'll come to know, but I'm only saying the bigger claims made by BJP will turn out to be false, because a true challenger has to challenge TRS in terms of development, in terms of keeping peace. But BJP doesn't believe in either one of them. They just want to come in here, they want to, campaign about changing names, they want to talk about Rohingyas, Jinnah, etc., etc. I do not think people of Hyderabad have taken that in a good taste. And you will see the reflection after a few hours, after we count the real votes. What TRS will stand, and TRS is a party which is loved by people of Telangana. And as you rightly said, the disintegration of Congress might have added a little bit, zing to the step of BJP. But other than that, BJP has no real standing in Telangana. As in, they have not even done anything for Hyderabad, anything specific for Hyderabad. They do not have a vision for Hyderabad. In this entire election, if you look at the campaign of BJP top leadership, Rahulji, you'll notice that they have never in a single sentence, not even a single person had said that this is our vision for Hyderabad. They only said we want to change the name of Hyderabad to Bhagyanagar. I'm only saying naam badalne se kya hoga, tarika badalna chahiye. We have to change the way we govern our local bodies. That TRS has done long time back. These are the real questions that people will be voting on. That is what our party believes.
Sudhir, coming to you, post 2018, the TRS, has, of course, setbacks and gains are always there in the cycle of politics. But, after the 2019 election when, the TRS did suffer some prominent setbacks, including Kavita, who we just heard, who lost her seat as well, to the Dubaka bypoll. Do you see this election, this GHMC election, as some kind of a litmus test for the TRS after a series of electoral, disadvantages?
Oh, yes, definitely. In fact, I would narrow it down even more, not just for the TRS as a party as a whole, but for KT Ramarao, the TRS working president, because the Lok Sabha elections were the first litmus test where They expected to win about 16 out of the 17 Lok Sabha seats, but the Congress won 3 and the BJP won 4, and that was seen as an upset victory for as far as the BJP and the Congress were concerned. Then came the Dubaka by-poll, where the BJP won by a margin of just about 1,000 votes, and now the GHMC poll. So in that sense, it is a major test for KT Ramara, who actually led from the front as far as the GHMC elections were concerned. So in terms of the entire succession narrative that is played out quite frequently here in Telangana, that sometime very soon KCR will make for his son to succeed him as chief minister. This is very important. If the numbers for the TRS are somewhere in the 60-70 range, it would be seen as a bit of a disappointment, given the fact that KTR was the one who was seen as the face of the GHMC campaign for the TRS. That's very important. The other important aspect for the TRS would be to really read the fine print.
Yes.
Where did the votes actually shift? Where did the traditional Congress vote go? Where did the traditional Telugu Desam vote go? If those two parties' vote has actually moved to the BJP, that would be a reason for great worry as far as the TRS is concerned, because the BJP would then only gain if the Congress vote and the TDP vote is actually moving to the BJP. And I can tell you from BJP strategists who told me during the election campaign that they're actually targeting those areas where there is a large percentage, where there's a large population of the people from Andhra Pradesh who are settled in Hyderabad. They were targeting those areas, those wards, and expected to do better in the outskirts of Hyderabad constituencies, much more than the heart of Hyderabad.
Very, very interesting. Lots of political reactions still continuing to come in. All three parties really glued to their screens as the last phase, I'm guessing, of the whole counting process sort of gets underway in Hyderabad. Take a look at some of these reactions.
This is a paper ballot election, so let us wait for the final result. Let us wait till the evening. But it is a clear message to TRS party that Telangana people and GHMC people have given that we need a change here. Still 3 years plus to go for the local government, and people have decided to vote for a change. And they have decided that Mr. Modi's leadership, non-corrupt administration is what is required in the state of Telangana.
The GHMC voters are clearly vexed by the failures of MIM and TRS together. And in our campaign, we have clearly established and exposed TRS party's manifesto promises which they have failed to deliver. Congress is a dead horse and it's gone. We are the only alternative to TRS now in the state, and we are the primary opposition. We were number 3, now we are number 2. And it will not be too far when we will be number 1.
Elections are important aspects for any political party. We have been with the people. When there was a lockdown, we were with the people. Congress talked about development of Hyderabad. And whether we lose or gain, we did develop Hyderabad in the past, and we will continue to harp on developing Hyderabad irrespective whether we sit on the throne of GHMC or not.
And Akshita has a reminder of why the GHMC, the results are going to be out very soon. She tells you why a civic body election is seeing the kind of energy that this one is. Akshita has it for you.
Let me give you all the details you need to know on the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation election. Now, when we refer to the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, it covers 4 districts. That's Hyderabad, Rangareddy, Medchal, Malkajgiri and Sangareddy. 24 assembly constituencies also fall within this particular area, which is covered by the Municipal Corporation. 5 Lok Sabha constituencies are also under the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. Now, essentially, the reason there's so much hype and importance being given to this local poll is because it sets the tone for the 2023 assembly polls as well in the state of Telangana. And that's why we've been seeing this heated campaign and political parties going all out.
One of the biggest features of this civic body election has been across the country, people noticing the kind of firepower, the kind of rhetoric, the kind of high energy rhetoric you usually see in a state or a Lok Sabha election being deployed for the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. Take a look at some of the big firebrand exchanges that took place.
हम हैदराबाद को नवाब निजाम कल्चर से मुक्त होकर एक मिनी इंडिया बने ऐसा शहर बनाने की दिशा में आगे बढ़ेंगे। निजाम कल्चर को त्याग कर एक आधुनिक शहर बने, इस प्रकार का हम हैदराबाद को बनाएंगे।
मित्रों, हम सबको तय करना होगा कि हैदराबाद को भाग्यनगर बना करके फिर से विकास की नई बुलंदियों तक पहुंचाना है। ये हम सबको तय करना है।
ये पुराने शहर की आवाम इस तौहीन का जवाब 1 दिसंबर को देगी और बताएगी कि ये जो सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक की आप बात कर रहे थे ना, हम डेमोक्रेटिक स्ट्राइक करके दिखाएंगे बीजेपी के खिलाफ 1 दिसंबर को इंशाअल्लाह ताला।
सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक जहां तक मेरी जानकारी है शत्रु देश पे किया जाता है, तो पता नहीं यहाँ क्या हो रहा है। बीजेपी के जो यहाँ के लीडर हैं पूरी के पूरी तरह से वो मतलब अपने संतुलन खो चुके हैं और 4 वोटों के लिए 4 सीटों के लिए कुछ भी बोलते हैं, जिससे हैदराबाद की ब्रांड इमेज और हैदराबाद की बिजनेस भी इफेक्ट हो सकती है।
केसीआर जी का विजन क्या था? वो हैदराबाद को इस्तांबुल बनाना चाहते हैं। और इस्तांबुल किस राष्ट्र का राजधानी है? टर्की का। और टर्की क्या है? 100% मुस्लिम कंट्री, which is why I am not surprised that they are in partnership with MIM, because MIM is a Muslim only party which wants to make Hyderabad of India look like Hyderabad of Pakistan. We have decided our sankalp is to not let you make Hyderabad Istanbul.